Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is so good to be back with all of you. Well, I know I'm getting this video out a little late, but Psychic Bob's had a crazy busy day. You know how these things go. Sometimes it's just that way. But you know, as I like to say, better late than never. Isn't that true? Here we are. Well, you know, you guys have been so wonderful. I want to say thank you to all of you who came into yesterday's video. I went out and had Chinese lunch. And that was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed you guys coming along and being part of that. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday. That means time for messages from the spirit world. And we're going to get into all your questions. Now, for those of you who are new here to Spirit Channel, this is something that we do every week. I answer letters from viewers. There is no charge for this, absolutely free. And if you want to submit a letter to get on messages from the spirit world, you can put your question in the comments box below this video in the comments section, or you can write to me at my email at readings@robert-hickman.com. And again, this is free, no charge. Now, guys know I do get a lot of mail, so I can't always, you know, personally sit and answer everybody, but I will try to get to your letter, okay? So thank you for your patience. Well, before we get into today's letters, let's just take a moment and attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to all of you. All right, our first letter tonight. Actually, let me put on my glasses here. I can't see. Our first letter tonight is from Victor OPC. Hi, Victor. Victor writes and says, "Dear Psychic Bob, I feel that I am ready for some changes in my life. What do you see for me in the near future?" Hi, Victor. You know, when I step into your vibration, you know, I always see light around people. And I see around you a lot of yellow light right now. Yellow light tells me that you're at a place where you're learning, you're processing a lot of thoughts about how to be in a new way. I feel this is a time in your life where I feel there's some changes coming. And I feel these will be significant life changes. I pick up around you energy as if you want to change your whole life. It's literally like there's going to be a move I feel around you. And I keep feeling like this is an out-of-state move coming for you. And I want you to be open to some changes. I get a few different locations here around you. I keep getting a connection to New York, like New York City for some reason around you. I feel there's a connection to New York. I also get Florida around you as well. So there's some options here, but I feel like you're going to be looking at moving kind of quite a distance away. In terms of timing, I keep feeling like this is going to happen in this upcoming year of 2017. And as I get closer to the summer months, like around June, July, this is where I feel doorways opening around you. And I see you saying, I can really do this and make it happen. So I want you to be open to that. I keep feeling like there's another friend that's going to be kind of venturing with you. So you may have a friend that moves with you, or somebody that you're going to move to an area near somebody. But I don't see you being necessarily alone. I feel that there's like a roommate or a friendship or support that helps you also in this process. So yeah, this upcoming 2017, a lot of changes, a lot of blessings. I want to encourage you, just be open to saying yes. Say yes to say yes to Spirit and say, I'm ready to accept the blessings. And then start making those plans, and you'll see how Spirit moves you forward, okay? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Lady Angela. Lady Angela, she's so sneaky. She's our high priestess of the Order of the Purple Cord, and she got a letter in here on my desk. Hi, Lady Angela. She writes, Dear Bob, I'm considering doing a move. I have a few different opportunities that are currently presenting themselves. Do you see me moving within my current state or to a different state? Thank you and blessed be. Hi, Lady Angela. Well, you know, If I had my way, you'd move to Washington and be here. I'd love that. But honestly, I tell you, I do feel there's some time of transition here. I have to tell you, in all honesty, I feel that, how do I say this? It's like your time where you live now, it's done. I feel that from an energy place, it's like you've been there, you've had the experience it, and now it's time to go. I keep picking up the word Colorado, state Colorado. I'm seeing this word over you, and it is glowing in light, which tells me that there are opportunities out of that area that will be a blessing to you. Now, interestingly, in relation to where you live, I do also in the immediate future see openings around you. So I feel like that by January, you could do a move locally. But I have to tell you, you're currently, I believe, in Oklahoma here, and I'm not feeling that there's energy much left in that state. It's funny because sometimes an entire state has an energy cycle in your life, and I feel like that time is ending. So I feel like the move that will be the most beneficial for you actually takes you out of Oklahoma. I feel that if you were to be open to like Colorado, I feel like there'll be new opportunities there. I get friendship and support around it. And I feel like it's fun. And I feel like you're entering into a period of your life where it's like you can have fun. Yes, it's a major life transition, but it comes with a sense of adventure. And, kind of like Victor, I was talking to Victor, be open to new beginnings. This is kind of similar for you as well. You have a similar vibration. Because I keep seeing this word, and around you, I'm getting some pink light and yellow light and silver light, which tells me that emotionally you're ready to move on. Okay, that's the pink light. Yellow light means you're open to new beginnings and learning. Silver tells me that there's more prosperity for you. So I feel that this time of change, I want you to say, Spirit, bring to me all of those things so that I can live fulfilled. But I really want you to be open to looking at opportunities connected to Colorado. Okay? Thank you for writing. Hope that answers it. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Luna Athena. I love that name. That's a great name. Luna Athena writes, she says, Dear Psychic Bob, my grandfather recently passed. I am worried about his state in the spirit world. Do you see anything about him? Many thanks. Hi, Luna. Let me see if I can tune in on that frequency here. You know what I get? It's interesting. They show your grandfather here. First of all, let me just say he made it over to the light, okay? But what's interesting is before his time of passing on the earth, I get him enveloped in a lot of gray light. Gray light around a person means that they're not clear in their mind, that there's a fogginess, literally. It's like a fog. And I feel that when he broke out of the physical body, his spirit broke out, that energy did not stay with him. I feel that that gray light around him was a physical thing, not necessarily spiritual. They keep showing me that he actually left his body a few different times before he died. It was almost like he was testing the waters, and he realized that once he got out of the physical body, he was free and clear. And so towards the end, they show me that he really was getting far, it's like his cloud was getting thicker and he was less and less in the body. But I do see him being out of the body, and I do feel that he's had a successful transition to the spirit world. He's in the light, and there are a number of people that actually came to greet him over there. I think there was a brother and also one of his uncles and a father as well. So he was greeted by a wonderful committee, and he's fine. Okay, so if you talk to him, he'll be glad to visit with you. I'd encourage you to light a white candle and put out a glass of water. You know the spirits love water. It kind of gives them refreshment. And that'll help you to connect and just talk to him, okay? But he's going to come across. Fletcher just said he's been trying to reach you in dreams. So I want you to watch your dreams while he's around you, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Anthony de la Porta. Hi, Anthony. Anthony writes, says, hello, Bob. For a really long time, I have felt like there was something else about me, something really old and archaic. Can you please tell me about this? I desperately need answers. You know, Anthony, when I step into your frequency, I get a lot of purple light around you. What that means is that you have a very strong connection to the other side. And I feel like you're at a period of your life where you're doing a lot of soul searching. And I get like past life energy surfacing. I feel like every night you're actually going out of your body. You're traveling to the spirit world. And that you're reviewing the Akashic records. I feel like you're looking at your life over thousands of lifetimes, and you're seeing how ancient your soul is. So that energy that you're sensing, that old and archaic energy, it's a few things. One is it's a past life memory. It's kind of a deja vu from your remembrances from your time in spirit and reviewing your past lives. I also feel that you have a number of old and ancient guides around you. You have a very strong past life connection to ancient Egypt as well as ancient Atlantis. And I believe that you were one of the elders in Atlantis who survived the cataclysm and went to Egypt. I do believe also you have a connection to the aliens. And I believe like the Anunnaki and the Pleiadians have both had contact with you in your former lives. And I feel that their presence is also a presence. So you definitely have all that energy around you as well. So I would encourage you to do some research on ancient Atlantis and also ancient Egypt. I feel that as you study that, that will bring back some of that memory and you'll understand why you sense that archaic energy around you. But it's part of your own energy and it's also the spirit people that guide you from those times, okay? I hope that helps you. But in terms of experiencing, also I just want to say, this is a blessed thing. Don't take it as like something weird and spooky. I want you to say, wow, I have an opportunity to connect at such a deep and ancient level. Most people don't have that. Most of us, we just remember maybe our most recent past life or we sense it. But you actually have energy that goes across multiple lifetimes. So let it be a blessing and explore the areas I suggest. I think you'll be fascinated. Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is Sailor Mars. Hi, Sailor Mars. She's a regular here at Spirit Channel. She writes, she says, Dear Bob, can you tell me anything about Martian spacecraft? Aliens have revealed to me that they oftentimes use the craft of Martian origin. Hi, Sailor. That's a very good question. We're going to talk more this week about life in the cosmos. But for right now, let me tell you, in terms of the Martians, their spacecraft, they come in multiple forms. Their craft are very similar to the Venusians. They have the little individual flying saucer craft. But the Martians are not little green men, okay? They actually look just like us. They look very human. I did a former video on life on Mars, which I'll put a link below for you. But the Martians really look just like us. They also travel in giant motherships, like 2 and 3 miles long, that have entire groups of people on them. There are, despite what many people say, there is still life on Mars. Most of it is underground, though, today. But occasionally, the Martian rover up there, still photographing, will get strange anomalies in the sky if you've ever been studying NASA. And what it is some of the ships are docked below the surface, and they do leave the planet occasionally and join the mothership. So there is active life on Mars. And if you studied the Martian photos, there are a lot of interesting anomalies there. But the craft are manned by people. You know, everybody used to joke little green men from Mars. Well, there actually are little green men, aliens, but they're not from Mars. They're from a different star system. But the people of Mars are humanoid. And the Martians are also connected with the Pleiadians and the Venusians. They're all humanoids. Our entire solar system was filled with people that were humanoid. And so the Earth was populated through humanoid connections with the Earth. So we are literally Martian and Pleiadian and Venusian. You know, so that all of those races connect in the human bloodline, okay? But the ships themselves are very similar between the Venusians. The Venusians have the long cigar-shaped craft, and they're kind of wide in the air, middle, and they taper down. That's the Venusian motherships. The Martian motherships are similar, but they're more straight. They don't have the kind of curvature. They're more like a tube, a straight tube or a rod. That's the Martian ships, but they look very similar. And again, the little flying saucers. Their saucers have different sizes. Some are unmanned. They're very small, like 4 feet across. And they have some that are like 25 feet across that can house a crew of like 4 or 5 people. And then they have smaller ones that house 1 or 2 people. So different size saucers. But literally, like you see in the sci-fi movies, they do have literal flying saucers. Anyways, I hope that helps for you. Thanks for writing. And we'll, again, check back this week. We're going to have more on that, okay? Okay, our next letter is Lashonda, 821. Hi, Lashonda. That's a pretty name. Lashonda, she says, thanks, Bob, for your wonderful videos. Blessings to you. Oh, thank you, dear. I'm glad you're here. She writes, I've had psychic abilities as a child, but they tended to fade away as I got older. I feel now that they are returning. Do you see anything about my gifts? Also, can you say anything about my brother who passed away in 2010 from cancer? He died so young. Have a good day and keep up the good work. Hi. Thank you, Lashonda. In terms of psychic abilities, you know, when I step into your vibration, I do get rays of light coming from the eyes and the third eye. This tells me you have some clairvoyant abilities. I also get a lot of purple and like cloud energy around you, which tells me that you have gifts of dream prophecy. So I want you to watch your dreams, and I want you to focus on vision. I feel like you'd be very good, for example, in remote viewing, being able to see things at a distance. And I do feel you have some mediumship around you. So, you know, these gifts, they're coming back. Yes, you did have them as a child. You never really lose psychic ability. It just gets kind of shelved a little bit. So you still have everything. But I do feel like it's come back into your life in the recent years because you are a light worker and you're meant to use these abilities to help people. Okay. In terms of your brother, first of all, I want to say I'm very sorry that he passed. I understand this. I've lost 2 brothers in my life, so I know what that's like, okay? In terms of your brother, you know what's interesting? He's an old soul. He actually, I know for you and I, we said, well, why did he leave so soon? Well, you know, he finished his mission. And I feel like towards the end, he was very tired. He was an old soul, and he'd had over 50 former lives. So this life, he thought, I'm on my last life. I'm going to go down, do what I got to do, and get out. Okay? And I know I don't say that to be flippant, but that's really where it was for him. And I feel that his passing was his greatest celebration day because, you know, that cancer, when it took over him, it just weakened him. And interestingly, they showed me that had he beaten the cancer, he would have developed it later on down the road. It's kind of like his body had it built in as an escape valve. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's really cruel, but we choose, see, many times our life and our death. And death isn't always just some random chance. We actually, at least of the older souls, get to plot our own deaths. So That's interesting. And I tell you, as a psychic, over the many years of reading, whenever I've had a client come and sit down and I've had to tell them you're going to die in 6 months, you know what? I've never had one person, never one person be shocked. They've always said, oh, I already know. You see, this is the truth. The soul knows. And I feel like with your brother, if you listen back, I want you to think back to some conversations that you and he had. He actually wasn't really afraid of this passing. I get the sense that he was almost, and I don't say this to sound cruel, but it's almost like he was like ready to go. And I feel that on a soul level, he wanted to go back home. And so he did his mission. He came here and he was a light to your family and to many people. And his dying, he chose to leave in order to help people understand the reality of the spirit. But he still comes around you. And I do feel like literally right after he died, like within 5 minutes, he was talking to you. So I get the sense that you may not have actually been right beside his bed, and maybe you're down the hall or in a different location. But I feel like you were somewhere and you literally felt like, oh, he just crossed, like you felt it. That was him, okay? Anyways, I hope that helps. So he's over in the light and he is visiting you. And he's going to be making an appearance here in the next few weeks to you. I do see as it's a dream activity. So tell him that you're willing to receive him in the dream. He'll be there. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. Well, gosh, guys, I tell you, that is all the time I've got for messages today. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I hope you'll keep it here at Spirit Channel. Tomorrow is Wednesday. And it's Wiccan Wednesday, but I may change it up a little tomorrow and talk about aliens. So we may do Wiccan stuff a little later in the week. We'll see how it goes. I have a number of clients that I'm meeting with. So depending on our time, we'll see what we can do. But I'll get a video out one way or another, even if it's a little late tomorrow. But I love you guys. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. I hope you'll like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. And if you can, hit that subscribe button. Be part of our channel. We'd sure love you to be here. You guys are the best. I love you. I'm sending you all my blessings. And we'll see you back here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. Blessed be.